Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your tarot card reading for July 2023. Please feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and to leave behind for others whatever does not. Once I lay out the cards, I will go through their positions and meanings, do some clarifications, and close off with a couple of oracle cards to see how this month influences your love life and career. So first, we look at what's presenting itself this month. You have the Six of Wands. Next, we see the past influences. You have the Queen of Wands. Third, we look at what can weigh you down. We have the Queen of Swords. In the middle here, we look at what can lift you up. You have the Hermit. Fifth, we explore what it is you want. You have Queen of Pentacles. And sixth, we look at something you don't yet know that you need. You have the Five of Wands here. The card at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy of the reading, we have the Moon card. So this could be intuition, dreams. It also could be fears. And this month, there's a full moon in practical and dedicated Capricorn that takes place on July 3rd, and a new moon in sensitive and dreamy Cancer that takes place on July 17th. The new moon in particular for Libra is in the 10th house of ambition and career. So your reputation, how you are perceived by the public, your social responsibilities. I'm gravitating towards that new moon because there is it's a good time to kind of develop like new business plans, new business skills. Think about how you're being like showing yourself in a career or business sense. And with the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, you've got these court cards here that kind of indicate you've got a lot of experience and maturity, and a little bit I'm trying to figure out which queen is missing. The Queen of Pentacles is here. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. That's what it is. Missing the Queen of Cups, but the influencing energy is the Moon, which is kind of similar to the Queen of Cups in terms of the depth of emotion, but maybe she'll pop up. So here we're looking at what's presenting itself with the Six of Wands. It's as if you want to have recognition by your community, by those in the society, as being someone who's successful and victorious, someone who is a leader. So especially in terms of ambition and career, it's, you want to be seen as successful. So let's take a look at what we have there. We have the Two of Wands. So there's opportunities for you to kind of show off your success, but there seems to be a little bit of hesitation. Maybe you've been doing a lot of planning or need to do planning on how to get there, or you're not really comfortable like stepping into that spotlight. So in the past, you have the Queen of Wands, and this is very much like, wanting that spotlight, wanting the attention, wanting to kind of like follow your heart and your passion and make things happen. So let's see what's going on there. You have the Five of Swords. So it's almost a sense of it could be that you are kind of tripping yourself up. This could be other people, like maybe there's chaos and conflict around you, but it also could be that you're like being a perfectionist. You are like kicking yourself for every flaw that you're seeing. Here with the Queen of Swords, this is what can weigh you down. So it could be like you've got this like energy, you've got this passion, you've got this desire, and then that air element of you know, communications and using a sword as a weapon as opposed to like a shield. It's almost like you're taking that passion and like cutting away that passion and being like, well, let's look at the practical or the reasonable, or really, is that going to be true? Like, it's almost like the logical part of you is weighing you down. So let's clarify that. We got the 3 of Wands. So it's almost like, you know, you want to, it's like you have that opportunity, you'll have the opportunity to really step into that like victory, that success, that recognition. And it's almost that rational part of yourself makes it like even harder. Like, no, you should go to this other location and really take a look at how things look from that view. And kind of before you can step into the spotlight here, you need to see who's going to be in the crowd, and you need to make sure those are the right people. It's almost like you're like mind games with yourself. So let's see what this Hermit can offer in terms of lifting you up. You've got the World here. So it's almost like take some time for yourself and just reflect, you know, like this is all part of your journey. Look at your, it's almost like look at your past successes, you know, call in your guides, your angels, to kind of help you move forward. It's a sense of you're coming to like closing one door and opening up another when you step into this spotlight here. And to some degree, there's a little bit of fear, especially we've got this moon here, the influencing energy. You've got the, like, that voice of, you know, this is how you have to do it, you know, that self-critic, this perfectionist. And I'm going to pull actually another card here. You have the Fool, another major arcana card. So, and again, this concept of endings and new beginnings. And it's okay. Like, it's almost like you don't, it's like you don't need that recognition and approval. It's like you already know that. You've already are an amazing person. You're accomplishing like a lot of, it's almost like you're doing a lot of work on yourself spiritually. And focusing on that will help lift you up. And yeah, it's almost like this hesitation is like, do you want to, it's like bragging almost, like this 5 of Swords is like bragging rights and like showing other people like, hey, not only am I awesome, I'm even more awesome than I was. And it's kind of like that vibe going on, but really it's just your like fears. It's just your mind playing games on you. Everyone can be awesome. Everyone can be more awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. So here with this Queen of Pentacles, in terms of exploring what it is you want, it's almost like you want to have a life where you can make money, have time for yourself, like work-life balance. You don't need that fame and fortune, but you want to be able to live well materially. You want to be able to surround yourself with the things that, you know, the comforts that you want. And it could be that you're trying to do it through whatever this method is, where you have the opportunity to be in the spotlight. So let's take a look at this Queen of Pentacles here. You have the Death card. So there's something that kind of what it is that you want. It's almost you already have that, but it's almost how you let go of something else. And what I mean by that is like there's nothing wrong with this Queen of Wands. There's nothing wrong with this Queen of Swords. There's nothing wrong with this 6 of Swords. But there is that idea of wanting to have like balance and harmony amongst the group. And like, so for you to stand out and have more than others is almost a way of you feeling out of balance and harmony with others. So here, something that you don't yet know that you need, you've got the 5 of Wands, so another 5. 5s are about conflict, chaos, competition, and it's not balance and harmony. But it's almost like you need to know that it's okay. Like conflict and chaos, competition kind of helps the things that are important, that help us thrive. It helps bring those things to the surface. It makes those things more easily identifiable, you know, things that will succeed. It's kind of like through competition and chaos that you recognize what those are. And even through competition and chaos, you see what isn't working, what does work, what you need to let go of. So let's see what's going on with this 5 of Wands here. You've got the 8 of Swords. So it's almost like this idea of conflict and chaos and conflict, like this concept of you not just like being in the background, like not rocking the boat. It's tough for you because it's like conflict and the idea of conflict and chaos, the idea of someone not agreeing with you or someone not being happy or some like disharmony is really what's kind of almost holding you back. And actually I'm going to pull another card for this. This is supposed to be what you don't know that you need. So let's see, like, why is it that you would need this? You have Ace of Cups. It's almost like for you to really understand what it is that really fulfills you, really lifts you up, really is your life source. It's going to require there to be some conflict, some chaos. And so you kind of, it's almost like this will help you see like what you need, or maybe that's what you kind of have taught yourself in some way, shape, or form. That really, it's kind of like you're not going to rock the boat unless you absolutely have to. Unless, like, you know, no one is taking charge, or like you can't really, you're absolutely stuck. So to some degree, it's kind of like you need to really let go of these are like limiting beliefs. This idea of like you can't make people unhappy, or like, you know, you're not really ready to go out on your own, be in the spotlight. These are kind of like limiting beliefs that you need to face and experience so that you can really embrace like being truly fulfilled, because otherwise you're kind of like cutting off your potential. You're allowing yourself to let fears, again with this concept of the moon, fears of disharmony and kind of being the center of attention, those types of fears are really holding you back from really being fulfilled. So I think it's interesting that I was saying that there's like no Queen of Cups. And here, ultimately, like what is at the kind of like behind the curtain over here is this potential for Ace of Cups. So Libra, I'm going to close off with wisdom of the Oracle for messages about how this all influences your love life and your career. So let's take a look at your love life. You have this Yin card. This is a card of receiving. The card, it's almost like this Ace of Cups here. It's just allowing things to happen, allowing others to do the work, allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to have fame, allowing yourself to, you know, be materially well off, to be the center of attention, to be smart, you know, to kind of just be all that in a bag of chips. So what I'm seeing here is like your love life is really kind of focused on you receiving. If you're not someone who takes compliments well, perhaps you're someone like who, if someone compliments you, you automatically say, oh no, no big deal, or oh, this old thing, or, you know, something along those lines. So maybe learn to accept compliments, learn to not necessarily, you know, get up and make sure everyone else is okay. Let them see if you're okay, if you need anything else. So let's see how this influences your career. You have this tick-tock card. So this is basically kind of saying, you know, there's no rush on anything. This is all part of your, you know, your path, your journey. If you feel like you are, you know, falling behind or not meeting certain personal goals in a certain amount of time, it's just all a social construct. You know, there's always time to embrace your awesomeness and be more awesome than you already are. And there's something here for you to explore with this, you know, the full moon on July 3rd. Perhaps, you know, try to release some things that you do to kind of be rigid and stubborn and kind of limit yourself, kind of release those things, especially with this Hermit, kind of taking some time maybe for yourself to meditate and reflect inward. And for that new moon in Cancer on July 17th, you know, it's a good time for you to set some goals for yourself, for really embracing this being fulfilled, stepping into the spotlight of, you know, living your life for yourself, completing your journey that you're on and starting a new journey with open heart and open arms. So Libra, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.